Hey guys, so welcome to my channel. So in this video we are going to continue the Linux terminal commands tutorial, and this is part 2. So let's get started. So what we are going to learn today? Well, we are going to learn about some more commands like find or and other things like less or making aliases. How do we make aliases in our commands? So let's get started. So first thing is first, we have a command named find. Well, the name says find, so simply what does it mean? That it can find some kind of files or directories for you. For example, let me search something. Like suppose I make some kind of I have a directory named experiment, and here I have a file named ll. Now suppose if I don't know about like where the heck this file is, but I know the name of that file, so how can I find this? So for that you will type find and then you will press dot. Well, what does dot means? Well, here dot means current directory. Otherwise you can even define the path, like you can simply say /home/ and then like this. You can also do something like this, so that you can simply go and search all the files that are present in your home folder. Well, anyways, I will do something like this because it is much shorter and doesn't need me to type the whole thing. And then I will say -name, and then I will type the name of that file, and then when I will press enter, so it will find all the files which are named by ll. So here you can see there are some kind of errors. Why? Because I didn't have run it as sudo, otherwise it would have given me such errors, and I would recommend not to use sudo for small commands like this, because sudo is a command which can even destroy your computer. Why? When you will use it without any concerns, like you are using rm command and you are using sudo with it, but you don't know, like you are not careful, so you can destroy your whole system. And I have did it by my own self, so I am telling you with my own experience, like don't use any kind of command with sudo with your eyes closed. It can be very harmful. So anyways, let's back to our topic. So here you can see I have used the find command, and it has found like where the heck that file is. Now if I would search something else, like if I would search brain, so here you can see it has found some of the files and directories that are named with brain. Like in .config I have here a directory named brain. Well, don't you believe it? So you can check it here. Like if I go to .config and I go to hyper, and then if I press ls, so here you can see I have a directory named brain. So that's how find command works. And now here you can see it is not only finding directories, but it is even finding files. But suppose you want to only search for something like only directories, so how can you do that? So for that you will type find dot and -typ type, and then you will do something like D for directories or F for files. Here I will choose D for directory, and then I will press again name, and then press something like brain. So here you can see all the files with name brain, directories with name brain are here. But now suppose I want to find something like I am finding all the folders with the name desktop. So here you can see I have got all the path of the folders with the name desktop. And now these are for directories, but suppose I want to do the same things for files, so I have to just press -F instead of D. And now if I will do something like I will press L, so here you can see it found that file. Or if I will type something like brain.sh, so yeah, I have this too, like I have these files. Or you can see here I have this one. If I will copy and like show what the contents are here, so yes, you can see here like these are all the contents of that file. Anyways, now let's move on to next command, which is less. Well, what does this command do is that whenever you will you open some kind of files with cat, like suppose I did open this, so what does it give? It completely gave all the text in one go, but the thing is that I have to scroll up to read what was the topmost thing. But with less command you can do it more efficiently. Like instead of cat, if I will type less, so now you can see it has started from first, and now I can go up and down and read the whole thing. And if I press something like small g, so I will go up. If I press something like capital G, so I will go down. If I will do / and then I can search for something like suppose I search rm command in this, so here you can press something like shift and to go to search backward, and I can press simply N to go forward and keep searching for the all the words which contains rm. So that's how you can use less command. And one of the most important thing of Linux terminal is that you can create aliases. Well, why do we need that? Suppose you have a command which is something like a very long command and you use it very often. So what you can do with it is that you can write an alias of it. Like suppose I create an alias or something like hello, and then I press, and then I can put any kind of command in it, like I can say hello and then put hello is equals to hello and hello and welcome to Linux command tutorial. Now I have alias named hello, so if I will press like hello, so it will simply run this command whichever is written in this single quotes. Well, where is it being used, you might be wondering. So I can show you it somewhere where it is being used for a long time. So here you can see I have a lot of aliases in this, where what it is doing is I have a lot of shortcuts of different kinds. This is all about aliases, and we can combine commands in it, like you want to run 3 and 4 commands simultaneously, so you can use an alias to handle it at once. And suppose now I want to unalias whatever I have alias in my terminal, like I have turned hello into an alias. but now I don't want to use it, so I can type something like alias and then hello. And now if I will again type hello, so it says command not found. So that's how you can use aliases. Now we are moving to one of the most important part of Linux commands, which is pipe. Well, what does it do? Well, suppose sometimes you are doing something like you press ls and you see a lot of files, and now what you want to do is you want to put all these text into another command. Like suppose I'm doing ls-ltr, and here is a long list of things, and now what I want to do is I want to read it properly, but here you can see it is like a very long text and the whole thing is not able to come in the terminal. And we recently learned about less, so what we want to do is we want to combine this ls-ltr with less. So how can we do that? So for that you have to simply do piping. So for piping you need to press slash and then you will simply type less. So what will happen is that whatever the ls output will be there, like this, all these things are output of ls-ltr, then all the outputs of this ls-ltr will be passed to less. So now what we will see is this, like we have simply combined ls-ltr and less, and this is now how it looks. So now I can navigate through the whole output and I can see it. And now suppose I want to write all this into some kind of file, so how can I do that? So I have ls-ltr, and now what I want to do is I want to write this output into some kind of file. So I will have to simply press greater than sign, and then I have to type the file name. So something like I will type info.txt and then I will press enter. Now you will think what happened. So now if I press ls again, so you can see here is a file named info.txt which was not there earlier. So if I simply see the contents of this file info.txt, so you can see here like I have all the contents of ls-ltr passed into this file, and now I have the contents of the file here. Now suppose now I have some other commands to check with, like I have this. Well, this is not a general Linux command, it is a distro specific command. So currently I am using Garuda Linux, so it is a command for Garuda Linux itself. So what does this command do is that it will give me some system info through which I can diagnose my system. So now what I want to do is I want to write this into a file, so I can do this and then it will be written. Now if I would again see the file contents, so now you can see it is written here. But one thing what you noticed is that now the older things that I wrote in LSL that was related to ls-ltr is no more here. So what does it mean? That it simply overwrite the old information and return the new information. But suppose you don't want to do that. What you want to do is you want your newer information to come after the older information that was there in the file. So how can you do that? So for that I have to simply do another greater than write another greater than symbol, and now if I will press ls-ltr, so I will get the things appended. So let's see how does the file look now. So here you can see I have garuda-inc preserved, but now if I will go down and down, so here you can see the output of ls-ltr is also here, and it has got appended with the garuda-inc command. So that's how you can use you can write any kind of output of any kind of command into your new file. Now suppose you also want to see the output of the file into your terminal too, like here whenever I am typing something like doing some kind of things like I simply do this, something like this. So I know that all the contents that were there in ls-ltr were written into the file named info.txt, but the thing is that I also want to see it while being written into the file. So how can I do that? So for that you have to use t command. Well, what does it do? So if I will write ls-ltr and then I will do piping and then I will use t, and now if I will press like info.txt, so here you can see I have got output here, but what about the file? Was it written to the file too? So let's check it out. So let's info.txt. So here you can see it was also written in the file. So that's how you can use t command. And one thing that I would like to say is that I don't use find command that much often. Well, I use it only in something like when I'm making scripts, like some kind of bash scripting, then only I use find command because it is useful there. But in normal time I usually don't use it because it is too long to write and I don't want to write anything like this. So instead of this I sometimes use something like fzf, which is fuzzy finder. So if I will press enter, so here you can see I have a lot of info. Now suppose I want to search same thing, so here you can see I searched a file named brain, and here you can see I have got the parts of that file using a fzf command. So it is more interactive than something like find. You can use find in some like scripts because there you are doing basically automation and you don't need some kind of user interaction. But the thing with find command is that it is long to write and many users would not like to write such long thing. Another problem with find command is that if I will write a wrong name, so it won't display anything. Like if I write something like find dot and then I will write -name, and then if I add small d instead of capital D in desktop, so you can see I didn't got any kind of path of any file, which is quite problematic. But it sounds like fzf. You can do something like brain.sh, and it will search it for you. Like, let me type it again, and I will type brin.sh, and it is simply showing me all the files with name brin.sh. And suppose instead of writing dot, I didn't write it, so still it will show me something which is useful, like here you can see. So that's why you should use something like fzf command to get works done a little bit faster. So the next command of today is grep. So what do we do with grep? So what we have learned till now is that we have learned how to find files with find command or fzf command. But suppose we want to find some kind of word in any file, like let me create some I go to YT directory, and then I have notes, and here I want to search for some kind of word, like I want to search the word and. So what I will do is that I will simply do cat, and then I will write the name of that file, which is notes, and then I will do piping, and I will pipe it to grep. And now I will type what I have to search, which kind of word I have to search. So I have to search something like and then if I press enter, so here you can see I have got the line which contains the word and. Now suppose I want to search something else, like I want to search the word type. So here you can see I have got all the lines with the word type. So that's how you can use grep command. So now what I want to do is like so now that's how you can use grep command. And I want to show you something more interesting thing that I used to do with combining cat command, or I would say less command, and fzf. So what I want to do is, you used to search fzf through fzf something, like if I will go to home directory, and now if I would press fzf, so it will, so I can like search the same script named brain.sh. But now what I want to do is that I want to not only just get the path of that directory, but I want to also get it open. So how can I do that? So for that, what I can do is I would use fzf content as variable in another command, like I can use less and then dollar and fzf. Well, what is this thing? Well, here in this command, what I am doing is I am fetching the location of any file through fzf, and then it will be passed to less. Here this will be converted into the path of the file that I am going to find. Well, it is hard to tell by just telling, so let's find it out. Like I was last time searching this, here you can see what I got. Well, simply this time I got the content of the file instead of getting the path. So how does it work? So when you are searching fzf, so I search something like this, and then I got the file path. But now I have to copy it like this. I have to copy it, and now I have to use less, and then I have to paste it here. Then only I will get the path, I mean the content of the file. But it is a very lengthy thing. So what I did, I just combined it. I simply used fzf as an argument in less. So instead of giving a full path of the file as an argument in less, I simply put fzf as an argument in less. For that, what I have to simply do is that I have to put dollar and in bracket I have to write the fz command. So now I hope you have understand. So now what I want to do is, now suppose I not only want to find the file and read the contents, but I want to mix with something else and do a little bit more crazy things. So now if I do grep and I want to get all the lines with echo, so I can even do that. So for that I have to do a little bit of piping, and now if I press enter, and now I will search again that file. So let it search, and here you can see I have that file. And now if I will press enter, so here you can see I can combine literally 3 commands in a one line, and I have got this. Interesting, right? So that's how you can use your terminal to get a lot of things and make anyone to blow off their mind. So now that's all for this video, and well, I would even do some kind of thing with this thank you too. So instead of writing this, what I used to do, and how do I get the big words that I used to always have in something like whenever I make notes. So for that I would show you the command that is there. So here I have thank you, and here you go. So you have thank you, and what I want to do is I want to put it here. So I will put it in copy it to my clipboard. Here wl copy is a command which will simply put all the contents that I am piping to it into my clipboard. So when I press enter, so it has copied to me in clipboard, and if I paste it here, so you can see I have the thank you in my notes. And that's all for this video. I hope you have enjoyed it, and hope you will do some more creative experiments with Linux commands instead of just learning and mugging up things. So thank you, and that's all for this video, and I will see you next time.